Hi, this is Eric Sloof at the VMworld 2014. We are at the Solutions Exchange and there is a special zone right here. And this is the EVO Zone. I'm joined by Ron Totah. Ron, how are you?
Great this morning, really excited to be here.
This morning there was a big announcement about EVO Rails and this EVO Zone, what does it mean?
So EVO is the evolution of infrastructure. What was announced today is the first of a family of products called EVO Rail, which allows customers to rapidly deploy infrastructure using our trusted VMware software and our partners' hardware.
So the software is taking care of configuring things, signing out IP addresses, all the things you normally have to do by hand is totally automated?
That's correct. So we've got the base software, vSphere, vSAN, vCenter, and we've layered on a new piece of software called the EVO Rail software that allows you to rapidly deploy VMs in minutes, basically from power up, cabling of the appliance, to deploying VMs in minutes, and even the management and creation of VMs is simplified. Small, medium, large, set your security levels, and even updating and patching is a one-click experience for customers.
Okay, it sounds too good to be true. Can you show us some highlights of EVO Rails?
Sure, I'll step through this video that highlights some of the capabilities of the products. So here you can see, instead of using traditional vCenter settings, we've simplified the UI very quickly and easy. They can see what they have to fill in. It'll flag anything that's either a problem or not filled in. Once they've created the settings, the appliance goes through, it validates the settings for the customer, checks the network, and actually builds the appliance. So this is basically a couple of minute experience. It'll unpack, build, you'll have 4 ESXi hosts, vCenter, and a fully deployed vSAN cluster.
So when the end user wants to use this interface, what do they need? Do they need to install a Windows tool, or is it another Flash interface?
No, this is completely a web-based interface, HTML5 and Java-based, so no plugins are required, and it'll work with all browsers.
So that's great, that's a real good improvement. So they are at the stage at deploying the whole environment. It's like setting preferences, putting in IP addresses, or doing everything automatically. Can you show us some more things?
Yeah, so as I was saying, so even once it's deployed, you have your fully functional ESXi host, vSAN, and vCenter. Then we actually have an interface to basically monitor the health of the overall appliance, the memory, CPU, and other things, so all rolled up in a simplified view. You can always drill down into each individual nodes, because remember, each appliance is actually 4 nodes, giving you a fully redundant, resilient software data center in a box.
So there is an appliance involved. The appliance is controlling the ESXi host, and it's also connected to vCenter, and you log on to the appliance and steer through the APIs of the other vSphere products, their functionality, and you are also able to, for instance, deploy virtual machines?
Exactly, so that's what I'm showing here. Again, we've simplified the experience for the customer so they don't have to go through all the different questions. We've taken a lot of the knowledge from VMware experts, integrated into the solution, different flavors of OSs, different sizes of VMs, so instead of having to figure out yourself what you need, you pick small, medium, large, and we've used our experts to decide what's best for small for a Linux box, what's best for large for a Windows box. And then they can do single click, they can clone it, they can always go and adjust them using traditional VMware tools, and that's another key point. We didn't break any of the vCenter and vSphere interfaces, so any software or management functions that you have still work with EVO. And then the last 2 critical pieces I think are the most important to this appliance is updating and patching, which is a bane to a lot of our customers. We've really simplified that. It's basically one image, it updates each appliance, moves the VMs off automatically, so it's single click update to the software and the drivers for the software. So customers get a really unique experience from that, really simplifying it. And the last thing, when they're ready to expand, they ordered it 6 months ago, they order another one, they're going to get a similar experience, the same box, same software. It automatically discovers the new box, adds it to the cluster, and the customer's ready to go with double the performance in compute, networking, and storage.
Oh, that's great, that's great. So, which other products are also available within EVO? I heard something about Login Sites.
Login Site is in there also to capture a lot of the log information from the devices to help our partners manage and support the devices. Remember, this appliance is sold through our partners. Partners like Dell, Supermicro, Inspur, Net1, Fujitsu, and others, and EMC also soon. And basically, the goal is to give that customer one point of contact for the hardware, software, and support, and they'll be supporting the customer's full experience.
The whole EVO Zone right here is representing some of those partners you already mentioned, like Fujitsu and Dell. If a customer is buying an EVO-enabled rack or device, what happens? What does he have to do to swing it on?
So really, it's a unique experience. Again, it's a single SKU with hardware, software, and 3 years of support. So instead of having to piecemeal the solution together, and our customers have choice, if they want to build their own system, they have that expertise and the time or the money for PS, they can absolutely do that. We're all for choice. This is really about a customer who either has a remote office, branch office, small test dev environment, or an area like a small virtual private cloud that they want to deploy an infrastructure in quickly, easily, with minimal expertise and time. So 15 minutes to power up, they'll have their systems ready to go.
So this software is already pre-installed on the servers as they arrive?
Yeah, it's loaded, it's actually built and installed once the customer gives them their customer-specific requirements. Because remember, security is a big issue. Our single sign-on is a critical core component. You can't do it unless you have all the customer information. That's why we build it live at the customer site. But we automate over 250 scripts, steps within vCenter to create the appliance, all within minutes.
So can you show me some additional screens of this appliance?
Sure. Let me pull some up here. So this was the one for VM creation. As I said, we make it very easy. Even security policies you can choose. And then if we go to, I think it's actually back here. Here you can see, again, we've simplified. Here you can see the 4 hosts, but we roll up the status information. So instead of having to deal on a per host basis, you get full memory, CPU consumption, and IOPS all at the top level of the appliance. As you scale to multiple appliances, again, we'll roll it up so you can drill down if you want, but you can see the overall cluster view as well.
So you're not forced to log on at another appliance to control the other 4 hosts.
Exactly.
It all goes through one appliance and they are bundled together and running in a cluster.
Yeah, in fact, from the UI, you'll see notification. It sees another host when you power it up. Would you like to add it? You say yes. If you have enough IP addresses in your pool, it'll automatically be added. If you don't, you put in those IP addresses, it'll automatically be added. So very simplified process.
Great, many thanks for the interview.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.